Okay, so we're now on to rule 5, and essentially, whenever you have anything to the power of 0, it always makes 1. And it doesn't matter what the number is or how big it is or what letter it is always going to be 1. So here I've got 105 to the power of 0, so that is just 1. Now, the things to be careful of is that power is only working on the thing it is attached to. So here I've got 6b to the power of 0. Now, the key thing to keep in mind, when things are right next to each other, it means they're being multiplied. So this 0 is only affecting this b here. That 6 in front of it is a whole separate thing. So what I've got there, actually, I've got 6 times 1, which is just going to be 6. Same idea here. Here I've got 121, m to the power of 0. That 0 is only affecting the m. So that's going to be 121 times 1, which is just going to be 121. Now for this next one, here I've got brackets. And that power of 0 will affect everything that is inside the brackets. And so essentially, that whole thing is just going to be 1. Because again, it is just going to affect everything inside the brackets. That 0 is related to everything in it. Okay, question 5. Here I've got some other rules coming in. So I've got a multiplication there. So that is going to be my rule 1. Of when I multiply them, I add the powers together. So I'm going to do that bit first. So that 5 times the 2 is going to give me 10. And then because of the times, I've got x to the power 3 times x to the power minus 3. So what I've got there is x to the power of 3 plus negative 3. So that is just going to be x to the power 0. Well, as we can see up with question 2 and 3, that x to the power 0 is just going to be 1. So all I'm going to be left with is 10. And then 10 squared is 100. So at this point here, that was my rule 5. Okay, question 6 then. So I've got lots of multiplications on the top and the bottom of the fraction. So I need to deal with those first. And again, that is using my rule 1. I won't write it out again though this time. So on the top, I've got 7 add 4, which is going to be 11. Then on the bottom, I'm going to have 3 add 5, which is 8, add 3, that is 11. Then that's as a fraction, so I'm going to use my rule 2, where if I have got a fraction or a division, I take away the powers. So I'm doing that 11, take away 11, which is just going to be 0, which will just be 1 using my rule 5. And that's all you need to know with rule 5. Rule 5 very much does work in tandem with the other rules. It's very, very rarely, if never, on its own. So it's just something to be aware of. When you've got something to the power of 0, it is going to be 1.